Hey guys, it's Drac, and today I'm doing a new commission. It's going to be like the Spartan shot. I was commissioned to make a steampunk-esque kind of Spartan shot, same sort of breech, same sort of power and potential in it, and the same Maverick integration. I'm really looking forward to doing this mod. I went out today, bought a stock Maverick to integrate up underneath it so that I can do almost exactly how I did my Spartan shot. I'm going to call it the SteamShot. There's going to be a lot of detailing in it and more than 2 colors of paint, either 3 or 4, I haven't figured it out yet. I've got a base model for the paint scheme, and I just can't wait to get started on it. I went on eBay and bought a stock longshot because they're not in stores anymore, and I got a really nice stock longshot, so it'll be fun to crack this open and start doing internal mods while I prep the body for painting. Hey guys, I'm working on the SteamShot right now, and I'm just showing you that this is how I've divvied up the pieces. These are all the Maverick pieces and the barrel pieces that have been packaged up, and all the internals so that I know to mod them later, and then all the pieces that I'll be painting or cutting and still need work done. This is the handle from the Maverick, which just shows you that for these Spartan shots I cut right about there before I epoxy things into place. This is a stock block that I've made for the back of the long shot, because I've already come in and cut down the long shot and sanded off the labels. I still haven't prepped the body entirely for painting. I've also gotten to work on the breech to some extent. I'm going to be doing it a lot like AC Nerfs, in that I'll be coating most of the exposed brass with original breech parts, and then here are all the pieces that I take out of the long shot before painting it. Alright guys, for the SteamShot, these are all the pieces that I've chosen to paint silver. I've decided on a 3-color paint job. It's going to be silver, black, and red with red and orange detailing, so it looks really cool. But these are the silver pieces. The red pieces still need to be painted, and the body is drying right now. The main body is the black parts. And I'll show you what it looks like internally once I start seating things back together. I have finished the brass breech. Here's part 1 of the assembly, and it has E-tape spacers, and then here is part 2 of the assembly, and it's ready to go. The receiver works really nicely, and its feeding darts well. Hey guys, so this is the halfway point on the SteamShot. I finished the barrels for the Maverick. This is the rest of the Maverick internals, the cosmetic piece that goes on the front of the long shot. I have selected 4 different vials of paints that I will be using. I've finished the brass breech. It is ready to go. And I need to come back and touch up this piece because there's orange showing here, so that's what's holding me up right now. In the meantime, I came in and I set in a lot of pieces like the trigger, the clip lock, and both sides of this clip holding piece that I leave orange. I also set in some of the Maverick internals and that trigger. I've put down a small silver stripe on the priming indicator just to make it original, and replaced the stock block into this one, as well as moved all of my painted pieces over here where I can get to them a lot easier, and reinforced the catch for the long shot. So everything will be ready to go as soon as I bring in a few more painted pieces. Then I'll put it back together, detail it, and show it to you as it's finished. Alright guys, so you all know what this is. This is my Spartan shot, and I loved how this turned out, and this is the one that I used when I was asked to replicate this in a steampunk style. That's the video you've been watching this whole time, and it's finally finished, and this is what it looks like. I'm calling this one the SteamShot, although the Commissioner Nelzor specifically requested that I did not write that on the blaster. Because of that, I only put his number on it, which is 3, and I put that on there, as well as over here in the same place, and a silver number 3. All the accenting was done with my enamel paint. It's got silver accenting everywhere. There's silver on the vents, on the bolts, on all of the pieces to tie it together, and then there's red detailing to give it that kind of steampunk style as best I can. You can see that the red here is a red metal from the enamel. It's done all on the Maverick barrels in my Tron light cycle style, but in a way that I feel looks kind of old world and was as close as I could get. So you can see that that's on all of them. The priming mech matches that for the Maverick, and that works very well. And as you can see, I did not paint a clip for Nelzor because he didn't request one. I've already primed this, as you can tell from the indicator, which I customized. The stock has a stock block in it and is painted red down at the bottom in the stripes, and the bolts on the silver are painted black. It really ties everything into this matte black base coat that I love. If I fire the main blaster, which has already been primed, those darts are going really fast and really far. It hits the same ranges and has the same performance that my SpartanShot originally got. You can see that the Maverick also functions just as nicely. I've shown you before that I prime the Maverick with my hand and then I fire it with my thumb, but it can also be done, I guess, like this or however you want to do it. The reason I cut this down is so that it can be primed with a clip in it. The clips have to be inserted while the blaster is closed in the breech, because I did what AC Nerf Shop did originally and coated the breech with the original plastic from the priming. I haven't locked down the priming bar yet, but I will. You can see there that that's how the breech looks when it's completed. It's got the brass half pipe like SG Nerf uses, and it's all been encased in its original plunger rod orange tubing. I don't know how else to explain that. I think it's pretty clear in the build video, but it chambers darts and fires just fine, and this is it. I can't wait to ship it out, and I'd love to see Nelzor's review video. Thanks for watching.